Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of the subject Entrepreneurship Development, we will be studying the content, concept of project, and classification of project. So let's see what is the concept of project and also the different classifications given under the concept of project. First of all, what is project? Let's see. The economic development of any country, it is dependent on how many new combinations of available resources they are carried out by the number of industries and the industrial activities undertaken by those industries. The entrepreneur, okay, as we have studied in the unit number 1, is a person who initiates the business, who uses his skills and spirit of innovation, who converts his business ideas into successful enterprise. An entrepreneur is a person who starts a business for earning his reward, that is profit. He utilizes his skills, his creative ability, innovative ideas to combine the available resources in such a combination that it will earn a fruitful result for his enterprise as well as it will result into economic development also. For converting the business opportunities into business ideas, a entrepreneur, what he does, yes, he has to transfers management. Okay, he is supposed to practice management into his business. Okay, now whenever we consider any business at the initial stage or whenever a potential entrepreneur or a prospective entrepreneur he is thinking about establishing his enterprise itself, okay, what he is supposed to do, he is supposed to prepare a drafting. He is supposed to prepare a careful drafting of whatsoever he will be doing or conducting under such enterprise. Okay, that drafting itself is called as project. Okay, the drafting or the layout which is prepared, the drafting or the layout which is prepared by a prospective entrepreneur in regards to his dreams, in regards to his design, in regards to the layout which he is having into his mind. Okay, all this design and layout, it is included under a single concept known as project. Okay, now there are different phases which are included in project. Okay, all these phases have to be very carefully considered as they architecture the success or failure of the enterprise. See, whenever you are developing a project, that is, you are preparing a proposal of whatsoever you will be doing under your enterprise. Okay, at the time you are supposed to be most careful. Okay, you are supposed to conduct or you are supposed to carry out all the phases in such a way that, okay, it will be effective for you to run your enterprise in a proper manner. Okay, now these phases of project management, they have been we will be discussing into this unit itself. Okay, and we will also be seeing the preparation of project report, or we will also discuss the preparation of project report in respect of 5 aspects. Okay, that is call center, retail stores, etc. We will be seeing the drafting of such type of proposals also in this unit number 4. Now let's see the concept of project. In common context, the word project has been used to connote any program of action. Okay, see, whenever we utter the word project, what does it means? It means any program of action, means whatsoever you will be acting, whatsoever you will be the actions which you will be conducting. Okay, all these actions, when they are programmized, okay, when they are connected, when they are in a chronology, they are included in the term project. Okay, for example, agriculture project, illiteracy eradication of project, land development project, and n number of projects. Okay, the dictionary meaning of project is an idea or a plan that is intended to be carried out in the future, or that is being carried or at preset. Okay, see, whenever we consider the dictionary meaning of the term project, what it means, yes, it means that a idea or plan. Okay, see, a prospective entrepreneur, whenever prospective entrepreneur, what does it means? Yes, okay, a person today he's is not an entrepreneur, but in future, after his proposal is accepted, okay, he seeks proper permissions and he starts to, or he runs that idea. Okay, this person is supposed to, yes, is supposed to convert his plan or idea or his dream into reality. Okay, he is supposed to, yes, convert his idea or plan into reality. Okay, for better understanding of the concept, let's see some of the definitions. Okay, see, Webster New 20th Century Dictionary, how they have defined project. Yes, a project is a scheme, a design, a proposal of something intended or devised. Okay, the World Bank, how they have defined project. Okay, a project means approval for a capital investment to develop facilities to provide goods and services. Then Little and Mirrorless, how they have defined project. A project is any scheme or a part of a scheme for investing resources which can be reasonably analyzed and evaluated as an independent unit. It may be any item of investment activity which can be separately be evaluated. Okay, then Gittinger, how they have defined project. Yes, a project is the whole complex of activities involved in using resources to gain benefits. Okay, see, whenever we go through all these four definition, what project is? Yes, the project is a specific activity. Yes, project is an activity, okay, on which money is spent in expectation of getting some returns. Okay, to get some returns, money is invested into a specific activity. Okay, getting it? What is project? Yes, project is a specific activity in which money or the funds they are invested so as, yes, you will be getting some returns, you will be getting something back in future. Okay, now let's see the classification of project. Broadly, the projects has been classified as Little and Mirrorless classification, in which they have classified a project into two parts, that is quantifiable projects and non-quantifiable projects. Okay, then sectorial project, then techno-economic projects, then financial institutions classifications. Okay, in these four categories we can classify projects. Okay, so one by one we will be going through the classifications. First one is Little and Mirrorless classification, in which they have classified project into two parts. Okay, first one is quantifiable projects. Okay, so let's see what is quantifiable project. Yes, as the name itself suggests, or the title itself suggests, okay, quantifiable, yes, something which is accessible or it is measurable into quantitative terms. Okay, see, if the benefits of the projects are accessible in quantitative terms, such projects they are called as quantifiable projects. Yes, you can measure such type of projects, or those projects which can be measured, okay, which can be accessible into quantitative terms, okay, such projects, they are included in quantifiable projects. Okay, what are the examples of quantifiable projects? Yes, for example, power generation project, mineral development, and industrial development projects. Okay, all these projects, they are included in quantifiable projects. Okay, so just we have a we will be having a brief revision. Yes, what is quantifiable project? Quantifiable project means, okay, those projects whose benefits, they are accessible or measurable into quantitative terms. All these projects, they are included in quantifiable projects. Okay, for example, power generation project, industrial development projects, etc. Okay, the other part given by Little and Miller's classification. Yes, what is it? Non-quantifiable projects. Okay, now first one was quantifiable project. Exactly opposite to this first title itself is non-quantifiable projects. Okay, what non-quantifiable projects might be? Yes, the projects in which the qualitative assessment of benefits, sorry, quantifiable assessment of benefits is not possible are non-quantifiable project. Okay, exactly opposite to the first classification. Okay, those projects which cannot be measured into quantitative terms, those projects which cannot be assessed into quantitative terms, all those projects, they are included in, yes, those are included in non-quantifiable projects. Let's see some of the examples of non-quantifiable projects. For example, educational project, health project, defense projects. Okay, all these projects, see, whenever we consider all these types of projects, okay, you can measure the benefits of such projects into quantitative terms, so they are included in non-quantifiable projects. Okay, then the second classification, sectorial projects. Okay, sectorial projects, what are the sectorial projects? Okay, the planning commission of India has classified the projects on sectorial basis for the purpose of allocation of scarce resources at macro level as under. Okay, agriculture and allied sector, irrigation and power sector, industry and mining sector, transport and communication sector, social service sector, miscellaneous sectors. Okay, see, whenever whenever we consider the sectorial projects, yes, as the title itself suggests, the projects, they are based on sectors. Okay, means as per the different themes or different areas, those projects, they are included under some sectors. Okay, those sectors, they are based on certain areas or certain subjects. Okay, so the planning commission of India, they have classified the projects on sectorial basis for the purpose of allocation of scarce resources at micro level. Okay, what are the different sectors given by Planning Commission of India? Yes, agriculture and allied sector, irrigation and power sector, industry and mining sector, transport and communication sector, social service sector, and miscellaneous sectors. Okay, now let's see the third classification of project, that is techno-economic projects. Okay, what is it? Techno-economic projects. Okay, see, on the basis of techno-economic factors, projects can be classified. Okay, based on techno economic factors. Okay, some of the factors, they are economic in nature, and other, they are based on technology. Okay, and the first one is factor intensity oriented classification. What is it? Factor intensity oriented classification. Okay, capital and labor, as we all know, capital and labor They are very important factors which are used into projects. Okay, see, there are also factors of production, right? Okay, among four factors of production, they are included: capital and labor. Okay, also they play a very important role, yes, into the concept of project. So on the basis of the project classifications, okay, on the basis of such type of project classifications, okay, the factor intensive oriented project is also divided into two parts. Okay, what are the two parts? Yes, based on the first factor, that is capital, okay, it can be classified as capital intensive projects. Okay, capital intensive projects. And based on the labor factor, okay, it can be divided as labor intensive projects. Okay, see, what is capital intensive projects? Yes, in such projects the large investment is done in plant and machinery. Okay, see, in capital intensive project, what is done? Large investment is done on plant and machinery. Okay, in other words, there is maximum use of machinery, technology than labor force in the project. Okay, see, whenever we consider capital intensive project, in capital intensive project, what is done? Yes, more focus is on capital or large investment on plant and machinery. Okay, here labor force is not that important. Okay, because yes, they are dependent on technology, they are dependent on plant and machinery. Okay, then the other part is labor intensive project. Okay, labor intensive project, yes, what it might be? Yes, the focus might be on labor factor of production. Is it? The projects in which more labor is used than machinery are termed as labor intensive projects. Okay, let's see the second part of techno-economic project, that is causation oriented classification. Causation oriented classification. So what is causation oriented classification? Yes, cause of starting a project forms the basis of this classification. See, what is the cause of starting a project? Okay, why a project is started, is it? That is considered. According to this basis, the project are classified as, first one is demand based projects. Okay, demand based projects, what are demand based projects? Yes, if there is a increasing demand for certain goods or services and the project is undertaken to fulfill it, it is called as demand based projects. For example, okay, considering the need or considering the increasing demand for reducing weight, okay, some of the yoga clubs and all, they are established, right? Okay, so such type of projects, they can be included under demand based projects. Okay, means considering the increasing demands for certain goods or services. Okay, whenever you undertake a activity or some activities, they are undertaken to fulfill such type of increasing demands. Okay, such type of projects, they are included under demand based projects. Okay, then it is a raw material based projects. Okay, raw material based projects, yes, of course, if the availability of specific raw materials or other inputs is the basic cause of starting a project, it is known as raw material based projects. For example, in certain parts of Maharashtra, grapes are easily available, hence some of the projects related to processing of grapes, they are undertaken there. So if you are having adequate raw materials, based on those raw materials, if you establish a project, okay, such type of projects, they are included under raw material based projects. Okay, then it is magnitude oriented classification. Under this category, the projects are classified on the basis of size of the investment as explained under. Okay, it might be large scale project, it might be medium scale project, it might be small scale project, or tiny industrial projects. Okay, based on the investment whichever you do, or the size of investment whichever you have considered. Okay, as per that magnitude, as per the size of investment, whenever the classification of project it does happens, okay, it is included in magnitude oriented classification. Okay, then the fourth part is financial institutions classification. Okay, financial institutions classification. So let's see what is financial institution classification. Yes, the financial institutions have classified the projects into two parts. First one is profit oriented project, and second one is service oriented projects. Okay, see, those projects which are established to earn maximum profit, okay, to earn more and more amount of profit, those projects they are included under profit oriented projects. Okay, and the other part, that is service oriented projects. Yes, those projects which are formed, or which are established, or whenever the entrepreneur he thinks about such type of project only to have service, or only to have welfare. Okay, if some of the projects they are established, then they are included under service oriented projects. Okay, so let's see some of the examples of profit oriented projects. Yes, these projects they do include some of the new projects, some of the expansion projects, some of the technology projects, and diversification projects. Okay, see, why do we expand our project? Yes, to earn more amount of profit, to maximize the amount of profit itself we do expand, right? Okay, so such type of projects they are included under profit oriented projects. Okay, then service oriented projects. What is service oriented projects? Yes, to have mere service. Okay, to merely focus on service factor. Okay, those projects which are established, all those projects they are included under service oriented project. For example, with the okay only by considering welfare, or if you want to have welfare, or if you do want to do something which is related to research, okay, which will be benefiting the society at large scale. Okay, such type of research and development projects. Okay, for example, some of the educational projects, is it education, it will be benefiting the society, right? So with such viewpoint, if you do establish some of the projects, or if you do okay, if you do have certain project ideas, then they can be included under service oriented projects. So overall, whenever we consider the concept of project, okay, see, the project is essentially an investment plan. The project begins with precise and clear objectives. Okay, the project determines the direction of future actions of an entrepreneur. Also, it outlines the allocation of resources, the scientific and reasonable analysis and appraisal is done in the project with the respect to financial and technical aspects. The project has specific beginning and terminating points. Commercial viability is the soul of the project, and the project has specific geographic location. Okay, so whenever we consider project, what is project? Project is a specific activity on which money is spent, yes, in expectation of getting more such type of returns in future. Okay, so with this we do conclude today's lecture. Thank you.